Welcome back. Israel's official Holocaust memorial, the Yad Vashem Museum, has put up special exhibitions to mark Remembrance Day. Letters, postcards, photographs, and children's albums. You can find it all online at the Yad Vashem website. Our culture correspondent Maya Margit spoke to one of the Holocaust survivors whose album is on display. She also went behind the scenes at the museum to take a closer look at these unique World War II artifacts.
Never again. Israel marks the beginning of Holocaust Memorial Day on Sunday evening. Yad Vashem, Israel's official memorial for Holocaust victims, is launching a series of online exhibitions for the somber occasion. For the first time, people can view the last words written by Jews trapped in 1942, Nazi-occupied Europe, in these 10 letters.
When they donated those things, it's like taking parts and bits of their heart and gave it to Yad Vashem.
This is a letter Anna Meininger wrote to her daughter just days before she was deported from France to the infamous Nazi death camp Auschwitz.
The mother fled to France from Germany through Belgium, and while she was in France, she sent a postcard and letters to family members. Her daughter, who was in Bulgaria, and her son, who was in Israel.
The letter to her children, as well as colorful postcards she sent to her grandchildren, found their way after the war to here, the Yad Vashem archives. Documents, photos, drawings are digitally prepared, then later put online for the world to see.
There were absolutely other objects and documents similar to the ones we have in the collection here at Yad Vashem, but the chances of objects surviving in the ghettos or the camps are very small.
Also on digital display, 8 albums put together by children during the Nazi era. Like this one by Nurit Stern. As a girl, Nurit was deported to Auschwitz from modern-day Slovakia. But as the war was coming to an end and the Allies were quickly closing in, she was sent to Ravensbrück, a concentration camp for women located in northern Germany. She was only 13 when she created her album.
I stole the paper for the album from the Siemens factory that I was working in. I also stole the iron wires with which the album was put together. I had to hide the album, of course, because if the Nazis would have found it, they would have asked where I got the paper from. This would have meant the death penalty for sure.
Nurit and her parents survived the ordeal, but the rest of her family perished. Nearly 1.5 million children were murdered in the Holocaust.
I took care of the album as if I were protecting my own life. It was the only thing I saved from that period. When I was liberated from Ravensbrück, I bought the album with me to Israel. 2 years later, Yad Vashem opened, and I decided that the album's resting place would be there, and not with me. Holocaust survivors are divided into 2 groups. Those who always somehow end up talking about the Holocaust, and those who never speak about that period at all. I belong to the second group. I don't want to remember it. It belongs in the past, and it's good that it didn't last.